Hi! Oh my gosh. Welcome back, welcome back to another video by me. Yours truly, the one exception. Lonue, the one exception. I have a message to share with you all. And then in between the message, I probably will pull a few cards, which is why I'm shuffling. But for the most part, if you are here from the description, which I believe the description is going to be, you are no longer, I'm talking to somebody who is no longer in the airport, no longer in the spiritual metaphysical airport, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. But first, I like to give thanks to E, all the above. You can feel A to be whatever you want. Most High, God, the universe, or E, all the above. So let's just give thanks. All day long we breathe unconsciously for ourselves, so let's just take a moment to breathe for someone else, whether they know you are or not. So let's inhale and then exhale. All right, now let's get with this channel message, okay? Now, when I say this message is for someone who's no longer at the airport, okay, in the metaphysical airport, when I say that, I mean this. What I'm being led to share is the fact that when a lot of us have been in the airport, okay, literally the airport, like has anyone ever been in an airport? Okay, like, comment, subscribe, or comment down below where you've ever been. But when I say the airport, you know you're going somewhere when you're at the airport, okay, when you're waiting on your plane. And I feel like a lot of us has been in a situation where we're literally at, where we feel like, and it's not saying we're literally at an airport, but the same feeling you get when you are at an airport, where you're anxious, you're ready to go to the next place. You know, you're waiting on the plane, you're waiting on boarding, and you know you're going. So it's not like the same anxiety you get when you're planning the trip, or when you just think about the trip. How am I going to get here? You know, at this point, when you're at the airport, you know you're going, you're there. You know, you're past TSA. All the difficult part is done. Like, at this point, we're just waiting for the plane to tell you to board your section. And on top of it too, for whatever reason, they're not boarding yet. And you're not mad at that, because 9 out of 10, they're cleaning the plane, they're fueling up, they're making sure that they're checking the engine, you know, making sure the plane's all good. So it's like, it doesn't matter how long it takes to get that plane ready, because you want that plane at its top peak performance, to make sure it makes to make sure it gets you to your destination safely. You want to make sure it's all fueled up. You want to make sure the luggage is all there. You want to make sure your bag is there. You want to make, and so you're not upset at how long it takes, because you have, like, everything is just finalizing. And it's not like one of those trips where you have to be there by a certain time and it's taking forever and you might be late. No, it's not one of those trips. This is one of those trips where your vacation is going to start the moment you land, and whenever you get there, you're going to get there. And that's a lot of energy that we're in. A lot of us was in. We're just in the energy of waiting. I'm talking to someone who's been in the energy of waiting, and not waiting in a negative way, but waiting in a sense that you're waiting for the okay to go. You know, you're waiting for the plane to land. You're waiting until God, the universe, Most High, yourself, E, all the above, is giving you the clearance to go. And now you have the clearance. Now it's time to go. It's time to board the plane, okay? The plane's not taking off yet, but it's time to board the plane. We're moving into the next phase of our lives where it is you have the okay. You have the okay to continue. Someone who is here listening to this, who needs to hear this, you have the okay to go. And wherever you're trying to go, make the best of it. Have fun, okay? Because this is a time to live life and get the experience that you need from life. It's time for you to make the best of life, explore what makes you feel good, head to just do things that you're called or led to do that you really want to, that you just what makes you happy. Follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow your your mind, follow the signs, connect with your masculine and feminine energies. As we all know, our this universe is the three-dimensional world is your feminine energy. So if the 3D world, because everything that's in the 3D world was created, it embodies feminine energy, creation. Okay, so if that's feminine energy, then what's masculine energy? Masculine energy is your thoughts, your ideas. So that's your masculine energy. So sync your masculine and feminine energy. When you start seeing synchronicities, that's when your masculine and feminine energies start doing the dance, the cosmic dance. Start noticing and paying attention to signs and synchronicities. If you're the observer of your masculine and feminine energies dancing, your blue twin flame is that opposite of it's what's being observed. And it communicates through synchronicities, through things that make sense, We'll talk about that in another video, so go check out some of my Blue Twin Flame videos if you want to know more about that. But in regards to the person that needs to hear this, you're on your way. You are on your way, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. It's been a lot of spiritual work involved, okay? We've had to break down some beliefs, old beliefs that just no longer fit. Man, it's been a journey, but whoever is listening to this, you're overcoming that. And I'm so proud of you. You've done a lot of work, okay? I want to pull a couple of cards just for some clarification, okay? It's not personal. People's reactions or opinions of me are really not about me at all. People tend to project their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to me, I remember they have something going on that has nothing to do with me. Right, because at this point, like, we're focused on where we're going, what we're doing. You're moving out of the place of pleasing others and doing stuff for other people. All right. What I'm being led to share, and I was in meditation earlier today. We're moving to a point where we're doing things for ourselves. Okay. You want to do things for yourself, not like just for yourself. Do things that make you happy. Follow the joy inside. And when people see that you're doing the joy inside and they see you following that joy, they will start seeing fit, and don't worry about what they have to say. That doesn't matter, Forgiving someone isn't about being nice to them. It's about being nice to yourself. So yes, be nice to yourself. Put yourself first. It's time. We're moving into a season where we're putting ourselves first. And when you put yourself first, you're giving permission for the next person to put themselves first. And it's not putting themselves first in a bad way, like as far as like you're not like smiting or, treating someone else bad just for you to feel good. We're not saying that at all. But when you prioritize yourself and do things for yourself and not for the next person, that's when we start making change in this world, okay? Appreciate how special you are. There will never be anyone exactly like you. You are given special gifts and talents to share with the world. And even though everybody has special gifts and talents, nobody will use theirs quite the same way you do. You have created your own unique reality and are living your life according to your own unique path. You are the only you that will ever be. You are kind of a big deal. Yes, and if I'm here to tell you that you're kind of a big deal, someone needs to know. Well, you already know that, okay? But for some reason, you needed me here to tell you that. It is what it is. I'm here to tell you that you are a really big deal. And it's time to be a big deal for yourself. Because other people see that you're a big deal. They see that. I see that you're a big deal. You are a big deal. But you need to see it for yourself. Do things for yourself. Okay? That's all I really wanted to come here and say. But I will... I will pull a creative whack pack card, but I'm going to save this for last because this Starseed Oracle deck is calling my name. So let's grab this first. But yeah, so long story short, we're no longer in the airport, okay? We're now boarding the plane. We were in the airport for so long. Because we were waiting until we got to a point, this point exactly. This is the point we've been waiting for, to get to a point where you're no longer doing things for other people, but doing things for yourself, for you, prioritizing yourself. And when you prioritize yourself first, you know what they say, you have to fill your glass before you can fill other people's. When you fill your glass first. And that's what we were waiting on to get you out of this airport. We're waiting on that. We're waiting for everything to line up. The divine is waiting for you, is waiting. The divine has been lining everything up in order for you to succeed. And I'm here to tell you that. Because, yeah, like, I mean, we just been waiting, you know, but what are you waiting for? So in the meantime, while you wait, you just make sure you have everything. You check your itinerary. You want things to go as planned, of course, but that doesn't mean everything will go as planned. But that's okay. Everything, birth for confirmation, everything will go 1, 2, 3, 4 on the time. Everything will go how it's supposed to. Okay? And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting to understand that. Understand, understand. And what we stand on is the fact that the divine got us. I got you. Keep coming back, you know? You got you. The great I am has us. I remember. Soul plan. I thought I said soul plan. Soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Yeah, so I remember, first of all, the fact that I thought this was soul plane, you know. But from plane, only that's missing is E, all the above. But you have E now. So with the E, all the above, it will say soul plane. But I remember. So then this is what we've been called to remember, is the fact that why we're doing this. You're doing this for you. And then when you accept the fact that you're doing this for you, you will help others in the process. But don't do it for others. You do it for yourself. And that's how we get out of this metaphysical airport. Because we're no longer prioritizing other people. And that's what will stop us in the first place. Is because we're not doing things for ourselves. And that's what we need to do. Is to do things for ourselves. Now, lastly, sense what's out of whack. Be critical and sense what's out of whack with the idea. Remember, you don't want to put a piece of garbage out in the world with your name on it. Ask, why won't it work? What's it lacking? What doesn't feel right about the idea? Alright, so that's for someone, or you can apply that 11:23 on the time, 1, 2, 3, One, one, two, three. That's two. All right. So the number on this card is 35, and I will read poem 35 for you guys. And I will give you some more insight. All right. So 35 is peace versus harmony. Okay. Peace and harmony. Two pills in a pod, like the pH in pharmacy. What started out as harm was on, but why? Put those together and it sounds like peace, You'rE, plus time equals trying to try. Peace versus harmony. And just to tie it all together, being the difference between being in the airport and being on the plane is peace and harmony. Because when we are at peace with what's going on, that we're about to leave, that things are about to move on to the next phase of our life, we can't do that until we reach peace, until we have a harmonious outlook on life. Until then, we're going to be stuck in the same place. But for someone that's here, you're now moving to a point of your life where you're realizing this and you're able to move on to the next phase of your life. You're finding peace and you're finding harmony. All right. All right, you guys. Keep coming back. Greatly appreciate you. Happy Friday, everyone. Hopefully, depending on when I'm recording this, I should say, it's Friday. Yeah, I think I'm going to, let's just pull one witch card. Seasons of the Witch. I haven't touched this deck in so long. So let's just pull one card here. Let's do 3 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. For this one. Oh wow, that's so great. Okay. We got the Maiden. Alright, which happens to be the card on the front of the box. The Maiden is number 22. Demand what is yours and take back what was taken. Reclaim until you've gathered all of you. And that goes great with what we've been saying, because, again, when you're doing things not for no one else, but you're doing things for you now, that's how you take back your energy, because you're no longer doing things for other people. Do things for you. When you do things for you, that's when you will help other people, because you're giving other people the permission to do things for them. Okay? Take your power back. I believe trust versus faith. Let me see. The card on there said 22. Yes, and 22 is trust versus faith. And that's what we need to do to proceed, okay? So trust versus faith. I have reason to believe that's where trust is conceived. That if you understand how it works, then doubts are sure to leave. Trust this will all come with ease, like taking away from cleave, and cutting B into leave, or just stay to trust, but I have faith you will proceed. But what's harder to do when you go out on a limb? Go someplace new where you don't know Sally from Jim, or if it's a her or it's a him, can be a hum or a him. Think of it like training the brain and the world is your gym. That's when you have faith that this will reach all of them. Trust versus faith. And it's funny because we're talking about traveling, and it says go someplace new, okay? So we're going someplace new where you might not know the next person, okay? But that doesn't stop you or change you, because you're doing things for you, and it doesn't matter what the next person is doing because you're doing things for you. But then you also have to have trust and faith that this will reach, your message will reach who it's supposed to. Just like I have trust and faith that this message will reach who it's supposed to. And I know it will reach who it's supposed to because that's how the universe works. But now it's time for so long. But I'll sing just one more song. Thanks for doing your part. You sure are smart. You know, with me and you and my boy Blue, you can do anything that you want to do. I love you, I love me, I love us, I love we, and I will talk to you guys another day. Bye.